Hi grade 5s. I'm finally making my video appearance on Google Classroom, and the only reason I'm doing this is because one of the questions in Jump Math is kind of confusing and I just want to show you how to do it. So on page 213 of Jump Math, it's about using pictures and numbers to prove that some fractions are equivalent or equal. So for question number 5, you'll be drawing squares to represent the equivalent fractions. The example is a little confusing because the authors crammed it in at the bottom of the page. So in Brian's method, you have to show that 3/4 is equal to 9/12. And you have to do that using pictures. So he breaks this down into steps. First, he draws squares to represent 3/4. Okay. Then he multiplies the numerator and the denominator by 2. And to represent that, he draws 2 squares for every square above, because now he needs a denominator of 8 squares, because we're multiplying our numerator and our denominator by 2. So that means that 3/4 is equal to 6/8. However, that's not what we want to compare. We want to compare 9/12. So since multiplying 3/4 by 2 doesn't equal 9/12, Brian next tries multiplying 3/4 by 3. So that's what we're going to do next, 3/4 times 3. So we have to draw 3 squares for every one from the 3/4. And then we're going to color in 3/4 of all those squares, which is going to give us 3, 6, 9 over 12. And so therefore he can prove using pictures that 3/4 is equivalent to 9/12. Okay, so I'm going to do question 5A with you, and then you guys will have to do 5B and 5C on your own. So if you've got a piece of paper or your math notebook, then we can do 5A together. All right, so in 5A, they want us to prove that 3/5 and 9/15 are equivalent. So first we're going to draw a picture of 3/5 and make sure you separate your squares for when we break this into smaller parts, or more parts, I guess. So we're going to have our 3/5. Okay. And now we're going to first try multiplying by 2. So 3/5 times 2. So we're going to draw 2 squares for every one, because we're going to double the parts. Now we have a total of 10 parts. We're going to shade in the first 3/5, which is equal now to 2, 4, 6 tenths, right? Because this is your 8th and your 10th. But we have to prove that 3/5 is equal to 9/15, and this only proves that 3/5 is equal to 6/10. So what are we going to do next? We're going to multiply 3/5 times 3 in the numerator and the denominator. So now we got to make 3 boxes for each fifth. And we're dividing this now up into 15ths. And so therefore 3/5, color in our 3/5, is the same as 3, 6, 9 over 3, 6, 9, 12, 15ths. So then we can prove that 3/5 and 9/15 are equivalent. And now for both 5B and 5C, you're actually going to need to do 4 steps. You'll have to do one more row of blocks till you can prove using pictures that those fractions are equivalent. So that's it. Good luck with that.